All right, this is Clayton County Magistrate Court preliminary hearing calendar. This is October the 30th. All parties in the matter of State of Georgia versus Tervian Lloyd are present and have announced ready to proceed. And this is warrants number 2024 CW 50941, 942, 2024 WA 06264, 066265, and 06266. All right, Ms. Thomas, you can proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, can you please raise your right?
Excuse me, Ms. Thomas, I apologize for interrupting. Judge, it appears you read off more charges than I am looking at. I am seeing two charges, one for arson and one for criminal damage second.
Yeah, and then he has the rest of those charges, which are the WAs that I read off. Obstruction, loitering, and criminal trespass.
Obstruction, loitering, and criminal trespass.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I'm thinking that those charges may have let's see what's going on. Accusations were filed on those charges. Does the court show obstruction, loitering, and criminal trespass warrants 2024 WA 06264 through 66.
Okay, so we're just here for the two CW warrants, is that correct?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Madam Prosecutor, so you're seeing those other three charges as stemming from another event, correct?
All I know is that the accusation was filed. That's the note that I received from my legal assistant.
Do you know if that accusation is filed in Superior Court or is filed in State Court?
I believe it's State Court. The warrant numbers don't even match.
I got you. All right, Judge, we're ready.
Okay, and Yate, while we're doing this hearing, could you check on that, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Okay, you can start, Ms. Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you shall present before the court today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
And put your hand down, state your name for the record.
I'm Canine Handler Officer Cruz Leon.
And Officer Cruz Leon, who are you employed by?
With the City of Forest Park.
And were you so employed on or by April the 14th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you happen to come into contact or investigate a matter involving a Tervian Lloyd?
Yes.
What brought you and Mr. Lloyd together?
So on that day, so I got called, I can't remember the time of day. I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. We got called for a vehicle on fire. Upon arrival, there was a car that was on fire. So I evacuated everybody from that building. There was one guy
Let me back you up 1 second. You received a call to respond to where?
If I could look at my notes.
Your Honor, if you may.
Yes, you can refresh your recollection.
Okay, so it was on a Sunday, the 14th at 3 in the morning. I'm responding to 1120 South Avenue, Paisley Park Apartments.
Who?
And that's in the city, Paisley Park Apartments. That's in the City of Forest Park.
And is that in Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now when you got there, what did you see or what did you observe?
So when I got there, I saw a vehicle that was on fire in front of Building E.
It was actively burning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what happened next?
So other officers arrived and I told everybody to start evacuating everybody from that building. And we did so. Fire arrived and they, took the fire out. Do I continue or?
Yes, keep going.
So there was a guy by the name of.
I'm sorry, objection narrative.
Officer, after the fire was extinguished, did anything else happen?
Yeah, so there was a guy that stayed there. He said he has a video camera in front of his door. I asked him if I could see it, and it showed when a guy comes, goes into the apartment downstairs.
To whose apartment?
Apartment E3, which was Ms. Mosley's apartment.
And what is her relationship to Tervian Lloyd?
That is Tervian Lloyd's baby mama.
Okay. And the video actually shows him going into her apartment.
Yes,
Okay. And what else? I'm assuming you watched this video.
I did.
And what else did you see on the video?
So on the video, you can see Mr. Lloyd go in and out of the apartment several times. Sometimes he'll come out with clothes. He'll put it in the car. And then on the video, you can see him going into the trunk, getting one of those gas cans. Those
Going
red
on
gas,
what trunk? Whose trunk?
the trunk of that vehicle that was on fire.
Okay.
I believe that vehicle is registered to Miss Mosley's mom.
Okay. He was putting clothes in the vehicle?
Yes, he was going inside the apartment, getting clothes and putting it back in the vehicle.
Okay.
Then he grabs the gas can from the trunk, because you clearly see it's a good video, and then he starts doing this to the front of the vehicle.
And when you're making a motion with your hands,
Yes, it's so the gas can, it's not big, it's one of those little ones, and you can see him because the camera angle of the vehicle, the camera's here, the vehicle's here, and you can see him in there doing like this.
when the motion you make, are you saying, did you see someone pouring something from it?
Yes, you can see you can see the male pouring the gasoline inside the vehicle.
And at the time, you didn't know what substance was inside of that container, did you?
No, I did not.
But you saw him pouring this gasoline, what you presume was gasoline, on the same car?
Based on how fast it ignited, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to get to ignition in a second. So after you saw the person pouring gasoline on the car, did the person do anything else, or did the vehicle just spontaneously ignite?
I can't remember, but I think he walked away for a second, then came back, lit it on fire, and then walked again.
And when you say lit it on fire, how did he light it on fire?
I can't really see. I don't know if it was a lighter or
did he gesture towards the car? Did he throw something on the car? Was he standing there?
Oh, I can't remember. I believe I just know he lit it on fire. I just can't remember if he threw something in there. He was close to the car when it happened. It wasn't
was
like
anyone else close to the car?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And it ignites?
Yes.
You can see that clearly on the camera?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how did you know it was Tervian Lloyd that did it?
So on video, you can see it's like what he was wearing was like it looked white, I guess, based on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I asked Ms. Mosley what he was wearing, she said that he was wearing like a pinkish, because I guess they were with each other earlier. And the last time she saw him, he was wearing a light pink shirt with black pants.
Now, was he on scene when you arrived there?
No.
Have you ever seen this gentleman?
I've never seen him.
Okay. Now, how did you find out who the vehicle belonged to?
When I ran the VIN after everything, because the vehicle was burnt down, but I was able to find the VIN on the vehicle.
Okay.
I think it was the engine block.
And did you talk to the owner of the car, the person who had the car?
So the owner of the car is Ms. Mosley's mom. She said that usually her daughter has the car.
And did you talk to her daughter?
Yes, Ms. Mosley.
And do you recall the daughter's name?
Yes, if I could read the notes, it's on the notes.
If you may be allowed.
Yes, you can refresh your recollection.
Say it again?
I said, yes, please refresh your recollection.
Okay, yeah, I think it's Yanya. It's JANYA. I'm not sure.
And is this the person who's the mother of Mr. Lloyd's child?
That's the mother, yes. Yes, ma'am.
And she had possession of the car with her mother's permission?
Yes.
Did she give Mr. Lloyd permission to set her car on fire?
She did not.
Did she indicate that she had any conversation of any type with Mr. Lloyd before the car was ignited?
Yes. So she stated that Mr. Lloyd asked to borrow the vehicle and she denied it, and he got mad.
And after he got mad, did she say what he did next, if anything?
Yeah, so she has stated that Mr. Lloyd had texted her around 1 a.m. saying that he was gonna burn the apartment down and her in it. And then when I asked her if I could see the message, she has said that he unsent it.
Was she actually home when the vehicle was set on fire?
She was not.
The video that you referred to previously, what happened to that?
What video?
The video that you say you saw from the neighbor?
Oh,
showed-
it should have been attached to the report, ma'am.
So you were able to get a copy of that from the witness?
Yes, ma'am.
And I believe you also indicated that Miss Mosley saw the video?
I believe so. I believe she saw it. Yeah, I showed her to see if it looked like Mr. Lloyd.
Was she able to identify him, or was that him? Did she say?
Yeah, she said it was him.
Did any of her other family members see the video?
I don't think so.
Okay, but she was able to identify him.
Yes.
Okay. And I believe you indicated the vehicle was damaged.
Yes, it was destroyed. And there was other two vehicles next to it were also had damage to it.
So it's the initial vehicle and the two vehicles next to it were burned as a result?
Yes, the one on the left and one on the right. And also some plastic parts of the apartment.
So the apartment building was damaged.
Hey, Your Honor, 1 second. I need to log off. I gotta log in on the other side because they gotta start first appearance right here since we only got this one. So I'm gonna go log in on the other side real quick.
All right, we'll be in recess till you log back in.
Okay.
And Your Honor, Attorney Barbara Evans has logged on. Does the court know who she represents, or Ms. Evans